Neal did last year and simply say, "I'm a state champion, that is all," and walk directly off the stage. But unfortunately, that is not how our season ended. Even though we didn't end on a win, this season was unbelievable, and I'll remember it forever. This year was definitely different than any of my previous years on Wheaton Soccer. For the past 2 years, I had always roughly known what the starting roster was going to look like, who would be playing where on the field. Expectations for the upcoming seasons were set well in advance, and everybody could not wait to see each other at summer workouts and tryouts. However, this year's preseason was not as routine as the previous two. Now, as you might assume, I really do put a heavy emphasis on maintaining my fitness. As a goalkeeper, I'm constantly running around the field. Or not. But I thought it would be embarrassing for me to be gasping for air after running 20 yards to get a shot that went over the crossbar. So this summer, I made it a priority to attend more workouts than I had been to in my entire high school career. I had to go to 2. Since I didn't want to bring the overall times down, I limited the number of workouts that I went to. I figured I was doing everyone a favor by sleeping through my alarm. While at these workouts, it was very difficult for me to get to know the kids trying out, because they always seemed to be in a great distance between me and the rest of the group. I'm still trying to figure out why they did not like the time that I was setting. I arrived at Frost on the first day of tryouts, and after quickly looking around, I realized that I did not know the names of half the kids trying out, let alone their positions. I had no clue who was going to make the team, and I had no clue what to expect for the season. I knew the kids from the team last year and a few kids from the summer workouts, but that was all. Once the team was selected and the season was underway, it was very tricky for the coaches to figure out our formation and who was going to play where. Believe it or not, I was set to be the starting striker until a week before the season started. It took us a while to form the chemistry that was so vital in last year's state championship run, but eventually, when everything was decided, we began gelling as a team. By the time the playoffs came around, I think we were clicking, and it resulted in an extremely exciting playoff run. Coming into the season, I really didn't have any expectations, but we definitely exceeded everything that I could have possibly imagined. This year was everything that I could have wanted. Over the course of the season, we really came together. I know the defense had to put up with me the most in games, and so I just wanted to thank you guys for having to deal with me. I know I yelled a lot in games, but that was only because I just wanted to have the best chance to win. Whenever I was getting a little too heated, David would always turn around to me and just say, "Calm down." And in that moment in my head, I was probably thinking, I swear to God, if he tells me to calm down, I'm going to But you were right. Caleb, I rarely yelled at you because most of the time you were in this state of rage. That, honestly, it just freaked me out. But when I did, you always listened. Zach, I'm glad that you thought about what I was yelling at you in the middle of games, because it probably was pretty annoying, and you used the advice. You came up with some huge plays come playoff time. Eric, you had so many big plays throughout the season, and you fought through injury to stay in and compete. And Al, you're just a sophomore, but you are just a sophomore. Yeah, you stepped up when we needed you the most, and I expect big things in the future for you. To the rest of the seniors, thanks for the unbelievable journey. Whether it was celebrating a state championship or crying after the playoff loss, I'll remember it all. Some of my greatest high school memories have come from this team and with you guys. I'll truly miss it all. I'm lucky enough to continue to play soccer in college, but I don't think anything will compare to playing under the lights in front of friends, trying to win with the rest of you guys. To the juniors and sophomores, I'm sure that you guys will do amazing next year and the year after that. Just enjoy it while it lasts, because it goes by way too quick. Finally, I wanted to thank the coaches for everything. I never imagined that I would develop such strong relationships with all of you. Coach Gallant, I don't think I'll ever meet a more interesting person in my entire life. The various random conversations that we had over the past 3 years are ingrained in my mind forever. I've never been so excited to get a slice of apple from a man wearing shorts in 30-degree weather before. But you had that effect. Coach Askin, without the S at the end. Over the past 3 years, I was able to joke around with you so much. I'm glad that you were able to understand my humor, because I definitely crossed a few lines multiple times. I think I laugh more at practice than anywhere else. And Coach Schuessler, where do I even begin? Thank you for believing in me from when I was this 5'6" sophomore until now. You gave me the confidence to become the player that I am, and without you, I don't know how good of a player I would have become. Soccer aside, thanks for being the most amazing coach and friend. We really have come a long way since that first week sophomore year when you were yelling at me and spitting in my face. I never did mean any of that.
I'm pretty sure back then I was yelling at you that you needed to talk more. We seem to have gotten back.
I know that if I ever need somebody to talk to or ever need help with anything, I can just pick up the phone and call you. So coaches, thank you for the best 3 years of my life. Mr. Gunnarsson and Mr. Gatsworth, thanks for filming and taking pictures of every game. I really look forward to watching and seeing the highlights from the previous week. And Mom and Dad, thanks for everything. I'll end this on a famous Coach Gallant quote. If I was any happier, I'd be a twin.